Welcome to the next lecture of geography. Today we'll start second chapter of geography, that is world population, distribution, density and growth. Distribution means the number of people who are spread on the earth, means the distribution of persons in all the continents on the earth. Density means the number of persons living in per square kilometer area, and growth is the difference between the population of previous year to the population of next year. Growth may be positive or negative. First of all, let's try to know that what is population. Population is defined as the number of people living in an area at a particular time, or we can say that all the people or the animal of a particular type that live somewhere. If you read this page carefully, you will understand that the people of any nation are the wealth of that nation. This wealth means the people of that nation who make use of the country's resources and decides its policies. So we can say that a nation or a country is known by its people. In the beginning of the 21st century, the world population was approximately 6 billion and it is distributed unevenly. A remark has been given by George B. Cressy about the population of India. He said, Asia has many places where people are few, means some places where area is large, but the number of people, those who are living in that area, are very few. And the places where people are very many, and some places are those where area is less, but according to that area the number of people, those who are living in that area, are much more. Let's study patterns of population distribution in the world. These patterns help us to understand the demographic characteristics of any area. These demographic characteristics are age, gender, marital status, education, etc. 90% of the world population lives in about 10% of its land area. The most 10 populous countries of the world contributes about 60% of the world's population. And out of these 10 countries, 6 are located in Asia. Let's see the graph of most populous countries. This is the graph of 10 countries. See here, number 1 China, India, USA and so on. India is on second place. Before we read the chapter in detail, let's have a look on some important concepts related to population. The first one is overpopulation. It means this is the situation where population is considered too large according to the availability of resources. That means population is more but resources are less. Second, underpopulation. This is the situation where population is less as compared to available resources of the country. Third is optimum population. This is the situation where number of people that can be supported is the same as the available resources. That means the number of people or the available resources are approximately same. Next is population density. It is defined as the number of persons as per unit area of land, or we can say that per square kilometer of land. We can find the population density with this given formula. The formula is total population divided by land area. Now let's see. It is given in NCERT book. This page is from NCERT book. See here, the formula is density of population. It is population divided by area. So we can divide the areas according to the density of the population. These are three types of density. Number one, it is highly dense, highly populated areas. We can say that it is high density population in which more than 200 persons live on per square kilometer. And then medium density. In medium density, there are 11 to 50 persons live on per square kilometer areas. And in low density areas, we can say that sparsely populated regions, the density of these areas is less than 1% per square kilometer. Now look at this map. You will see here index is given. This area is having density more than 200 persons. In all these dark colored areas are having highest density. It is in Europe. This is the area near Great Lakes, and this is in Asia. Then 51 to 200. These areas. Let's see these areas. These are the areas in which the density is 51 to 200. Next is 11 to 50. This light color. This one, these are the areas. Now next is your 1 to 10 density. These are here density is 1 to 10, and less than 1, the dotted areas, these dotted areas, these areas are having density less than 1% per square kilometer. Next concepts. Now come to next concept, birth rate. What is birth rate? This is the number of live babies born per thousand of population per year. It is known as natality rate. Now come to next concept, that is birth rate. This is the number of live babies born per thousand of the population per year, also called natality rate. Next is death rate. This is the number of deaths per thousand of population per year. This is called mortality rate. Along with mortality rate, natality rate is used to calculate the dynamics of population. Actually, these are the key factors in determining whether the population is increasing, decreasing, or staying the same in size. Next, natural increase. The difference between birth rate and death rate. With this natural increase, we will come to know about the population, whether it is increasing, decreasing, or staying the same. Next is migration, the number of people moving in or out of the region. Here, human migration is the movement of the people from one place to another with the intention of settling permanently or temporarily at a new location. The movement of is often over long distances or from one country to another. But Internal migration is also possible. Next is total fertility rate. The average number of children which a woman will have in her childbearing years means this fertility rate which measures the average number of children per woman. The global average fertility rate is just below 2.5 children per woman today. And over the last 50 years, the global fertility rate has left near about half. Next is infant mortality rate. The number of deaths of the children under the age of 1 per thousand live births. It means the number of deaths in a given area or a period, especially under the age of 1 year. Life expectancy means the average number of years a person is expected to live. Life expectancy is a statistical measure of the average time an organism is expected to live based on the year of its birth, its current age, and other demographic factors including gender also. Write and learn these keywords mentioned in this video. Thank you so much. Now we will meet again in next video. In that video, we'll discuss about the factors affecting density of population.